Welcome to Mystic Moon's Libra. Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Libra first. No, not Libra necessarily first house. More like Libra's 7th house and Libra Venus. This is a love reading for all the Libra energy. If your primary energy is in Libra, also too, if you do have a Venus Sun, Venus, Libra Venus, and a Libra 7th house. This applies to you, Libra. If your Venus in 7th house energy is in a different sign, do keep an eye out for those other readings. Libra, this reading is going to be divided up into 2 parts. First part is going to be a general reading on love. Love for May. May, obviously this May. Second part of the reading, Libra, is going to be a 12-sign zodiac breakdown. Checking out your affinity, your romantic forecast through the other 12 zodiac signs. Libra, if you appreciate my time in doing this video, please give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you'd like me to do this next month. Libra, these videos do take me about anywhere from an hour to maybe an hour and a half. So times that by 12 zodiac signs, we're looking at an average of 15 to 16 hours that I spend on the love readings. So yeah, I definitely do need a like if you'd like to see me do this next month. So don't forget that. Thank you, Libra. Let's see, is there anything more? Oh, I will be time stamping these, Libra. You know, just like on the phone and doing the readings and blah, blah. It's just too much hassle. So if you're watching this after the fact, Libra, just know that the first reading is going to be about 20 minutes. That's roughly what it takes, maybe a little under. Second part of the reading, the 12-sign zodiac breakdowns, those readings take about 3 minutes to 5 minutes on average. So you can hop around. Guess we'll get started. Of course, if anybody would like to go and see about a question for themselves, I am available for personal readings. I just ask for a donation, Libra. Just send a little love over my way, either through Cash App or buy me a coffee. Help support the channel, Libra. My channel isn't monetized, and I do depend upon your support. Good morning, Gray Wolf. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the hearts and the smiles. Sean Joseph, if you'd like me to go and pull on that for you, I could see. All right, but if there's no other questions in that, I will get started on Libra's, the first part of the reading, the general reading for Libra and love. All right, Libra. May for Libra and love. Some things have to be a certain way, doesn't it, Libra? Perhaps wondering how far to go, how strongly to state your case. Grey Wolf, if you'd like to send a donation over either through Cash App or buy me a coffee, I can take a look. I leave the amount up to you. As I said, my channel is not monetized, so I do need a little support, but if you want me to, I can pull a donation of any amount I can see. Just to show that you appreciate my time and energy for pulling for you. That's not a very nice thing to say, Sean. We don't need negativity here, and we also don't need curses. Okay, let's not go and spread negativity here. There's enough negativity out and about without us contributing to it. Let's try and raise the frequency higher and be supportive. As I said, I'm donating at least an hour's worth of my time to the Libra Collective in love. I'm not doing that for negativity. And I'm not being compensated in any way by doing this. So, 7 of Wands. Seven of Wands is clarified. Well, I am about to clarify Libra, so let me pull this card first. Then I am here, as the title suggests. I'm doing a love reading for Libra Collective, or the Libra Collective. I'm also available if anyone has any personal questions. I could take a look for you. All I ask is a donation, as my channel isn't monetized. But if not, then I invite you to sit back. If you have Libra placements, or if you know a Libra and you want to cross-watch, you could do that too. I invite you to sit back and enjoy the message I have for your collective. So that 7 of Wands is clarified by Magician. Seven of Wands gets 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. You know, in this energy, Libra, rather than someone wondering how far to state their boundaries, I'm actually getting ideation and what to do about it. So many possibilities of moving ahead on a specific issue. Well, obviously, in this case, Libra, love. You know, Libra, this reading, the energy I have here could be you. It could be someone coming towards you, or someone in your energy. I'm not sure yet with the cards that I have. But what I do know, Libra, is I have someone who is wondering how to go and approach, how to go and deal, how to manage themselves, or how to manage a specific situation. 7 of Wands, Magician, 6 of Pentacles. This is what's best to do. And the Sun, what's the best thing to do for success? All the many different ways in which one could possibly go and approach the issue. will all the ways lead to success, which is the best way. Also in this energy, lots of seven energies. Excuse me. Definitely lots of ideas going about. So too, lots of external noise as well. Let me say this. I don't know if there's so much people involved in this Libra, but there is lots of external noise, environmental noise. So let's see the sun. Sun, I have Ace of Pentacles. Definitely all about, well, Ace of Pentacles with Five of Cups means it's like this person doesn't want to go and screw it up. This person feels like they only have, Libra, one chance to make their impression. Libra, I have a whole grab bag of energies right now, so I'm not going to bother reading out signs so much. Well, actually, I do have Leo energy that's piling up, Libra. I also have, if we were to consider it, I have Gemini, I have Taurus, I have Capricorn, I have Cancer, I have Scorpio. But right now, Libra is strongest coming through. And that this person with notable Leo placements. When I say notable too in a love reading, I think they could be in their main, the sun, moon, rising. They could be in their Venus. Could be fourth house energy, right? Water house energy. I'll have to see as we pull some more. There's other energies there. I'm not getting quite Mercury. I'm not getting quite Mars. Magician gets Queen of Wands. Hello, Mr. C. How are you today? I have Queen of Wands, Judgment, and the Tower. That's desperate energy, actually, kind of. This magician is acting from a place of desperation. Could this be somebody, Libra, who's not around you regularly? They really do in this energy, Magician, Queen of Wands, and Judgment with the Tower. It's like one chance to say what they have to say. They're only given one chance to do it right. One chance, and then if they don't do it right, the impact is lessened. That's curious. Six of Pentacles. And of course, if anybody has any personal questions, I can take a look for you. Or even if you'd like to go, you like the work that's being done at the channel, you'd like to support the channel, you can send over a tip or a donation, and I'll release astrological notes in your honor. So that Six of Pentacles is clarified by an Eight of Wands. Seven of Cups. This person also has notable, strong Scorpio energy of Leo and Scorpio energy as the most prominent. Also with the sun and the moon here, there is a possibility here of a soulmate energy. This is someone who complements you, Libra. But the question is, in this energy, I don't know, it's not a smooth connection. With that Six of Pentacles, the right way to approach, the right idea to use, the right speed to use. With the moon, this sort of amplifies that. And also this person is primarily, although trying to act with their head and do the right thing, they're still primarily acting from a place of the heart and spirit rather than logic. So that's also interesting as well. Libra. I still feel like this energy is very mixed into your own energy. I don't know if that means that this person who will come and approach you will be someone who also has significant Libra energy, or if this could be you or as the other person. As I said, it doesn't feel quite clear. But what I do have, Libra, I almost have the energy of seeing someone at first sight. It's almost there. It's pretty strong. It's like if I was to put a percentage on it, 80%. And then how to go and make the best use of that opportunity before it passes. How to go and approach when there's invisible boundaries. How to make the best use of an opportunity, a chance that very much is time bound to meet. Libra, keep your eyes peeled about you, Libra, because I have a new connection here. I have someone who doesn't know how to approach, and this person, Libra, should be someone who matches with you quite well. But there are some boundaries, some borders, some logistics that's preventing that person from approaching you as easily as they want. Very, very much in the energy, Libra, especially with all those 7 energies. Could be someone who you see at a public venue, and that public venue has nothing to do with a party or work or so forth. It's almost in this energy, Libra, like 2 strangers meeting in a foreign or strange environment for both of them. Something to think about, Libra. Libra, let's go on to the 12 zodiac sign forecast. Now, this part of the reading, Libra, is your pink energy, not the energy of love per se, romantic love. This is the energy of affection, care, empathy, the necessary building blocks that grow true love. And of course, that love could be platonic, could be romantic. Libra, this energy, these readings, who they're meant for, it could be someone who you know, Libra, already. You may or may not be talking with them. Could be, Libra, someone who have yet to meet. With that said, Libra, the first element that we'll start with, do we start with air? I like to pull these. Libra, we're going to start with water. We'll start with water and then we'll go to air. We're going to start with Cancer. And Libra, before we start, one moment. One second. It's so chilly right now. Daytime is finally warming up, Libra, but the night is really, really, really chilly. My heater is a little annoying because it'll only go off if it goes down to 75. And I am a desert baby, Libra. I was born in a hot place in the middle of summer. I like things super warm. Much warmer than 75. All right. Let's get into the second part of the reading. See, we're just about on time. It's 21 minutes. About to hit that second part of the reading. So, Libra, if you're dealing with a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, I have Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is accompanied. Hi. You say hi? So she might say hi. Can I hang out? Who's going to hang out? She says, I'm going to hang out. So, and just on the side. So, Seven of Pentacles, that Seven of Pentacles is accompanied, Libra, by Eight of Swords. Ooh, so Libra, if you meet a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Cancer, Cancer likes you a lot. Cancer doesn't know what to do about you or the connection. Cancer honestly doesn't know how to approach and act on their feelings instead. So Cancer in this energy will meet you and will just think about you. Or if Cancer knows you, Cancer right now thinks there's great possibilities about you. Cancer doesn't know what to do. Don't ask me why. Maybe too many things are going up in general with Eight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. You'll just have an admirer in Cancer, one that can't move forward and can't exactly make themselves known. A secret admirer, a silent admirer. An admirer that you might not even know Cancer cares as much as they do. Libra, if you're dealing with a Pisces, Pisces has Empress. Pisces for Libra has Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and Empress. Eight of Cups, by the way, is Piscean energy. If you're dealing with a Pisces, it feels like something could be worked out with that Pisces, but right now Pisces focuses on something bigger. It's like Pisces has things that they have to take care of. The things that are more pressing towards their attention right now. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Libra, I have 4 of Pentacles. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, 5 of Wands, just like really wanting to say hi. Are you really wanting to say hi that much, little one? She is. Cute. Yes. I am a huge fan of cats. This is a very cute little kitty. I'm wondering if she did the bad, though. Someone did the bad, and I'm wondering, was it her? They did a statement. I don't quite know what the statement was. I was given a message. And I'm wondering, did this one give me that message? Someone gave me an unpleasant message. Was it the apple of my eye? All right, so going back to Scorpio's energy, 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. You know, in this energy, Libra, it's like Scorpio has already stirred things up and now is waiting to see what the result will be, what your move will be, what the environment will be, what will come now to Scorpio based on what they've already set in motion. Scorpio has already done something. And Scorpio says, now it's a time to see the results of what that was all about. If you're dealing with an Aquarius for Libra, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Looked almost like a Queen of Pentacles wanted to go and say hi. I was like, I recognize that. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, that Aquarius, I almost feel like saying Aquarius isn't done with you yet. If you currently are not dealing with an Aquarius, or if you know an Aquarius and the Aquarius is not moving that fast. And Libra, if you meet an Aquarius, that could be just a person who you've been waiting for to meet, or they could have been, you could be just the person that they right now are currently waiting to meet. Significant energy with an Aquarius. Let's see. If you're dealing with a fellow Libra, a fellow Libra for Libra. I have 5 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Not quite sure how I feel about this energy, Libra, if you're dealing with a fellow Libra. Part of this energy, Libra, is someone who isn't done yet with their exploration, with their travels. That's a main part of it. Another part of it, too, is like moving away from the unknown. If you're dealing with a Libra, if you meet a Libra, it's like in this energy, Libra is purposely taking a harder way out to find something better, to be better, to go better places. Either way, Libra right now is turning their head towards the unknown rather than the known, and it's like Libra will continue looking in that direction. If you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, a Gemini for Libra. I read my magicians, by the way, as Geminis. It's like someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty. Libra. Someone who's not afraid to get their hands dirty, someone who's not afraid to make a stand, someone who's not afraid to put themselves out there, someone who doesn't avoid the difficult. Gemini has a lot of courage. A lot of courage. If you're meeting a Gemini, or if you are dealing with a Gemini, Gemini will take the necessary steps to do what's right, to do what they feel is right, to try and sort through, well, I don't know if they're going to necessarily solve, let's say, particularly solve things, but I feel like Gemini is definitely not going to let things just be quiet. Gemini is going to try and make things better. Gemini will try to put communication and collaboration into the picture. Gemini's energy is one to admire. Libra. Maybe what they have to say or how they act wouldn't be entirely pleasing to you, Libra, but Gemini is trying. Gemini will approach if you're dealing with one. Gemini, try and work things out if you already know a Gemini, if a Gemini is already on your mind. So we did water, we did air, we have earth, and we have fire left. Libra, if you're dealing with a fellow cardinal sign in Capricorn, a Capricorn for Libra. I'm like, give me that. A Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Strength. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Libra. Two of Swords, by the way, is Libra energy. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, see that you guys get along well, or you can get along well, but there's some sort of leap of faith that Capricorn would have to make. Perhaps some sort of change in behavior. Perhaps something that Capricorn would have to say or commit to with Strength, 4 of Cups, and 3 of Cups. Perhaps a choice that Capricorn would have to make, Libra. Capricorn can't have it all. Capricorn wants it all. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn likes you, but it's almost like Capricorn's not sure if you're worth it to them to make you a priority, to make you happy. I don't really like Capricorn's energy for you right now. Libra, if you're dealing with or if you meet a Virgo for Libra, 5 of Cups, Libra, 5 of Swords, Libra, Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck energy, the initial pull. I read my queens as Cardinals, my Queen of my Queen of Swords as Libra. Boundaries have been set with that Virgo. Could be nothing to do with you, Libra, just in general. Virgo could have realized some boundaries, some things could have been turned off from them, closed from them. And with that, Virgo has kind of a new way of seeing things, a new way of operating. Virgo's energy is very sharp. Virgo and this energy too isn't that consistent. In fact, I would say it's a little hard for Virgo to be consistent in this energy because they're still seeking footing. Libra, if you meet or are dealing with a Taurus, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, if you're dealing with a Taurus, Taurus is making drastic changes. In general, Taurus is making drastic changes. Whatever Taurus says they're due or they're planning on doing, regardless if you meet a Taurus or if you know a Taurus, they're actually doing it. It may take a little bit of time for Taurus to fully do whatever they're saying or they're going to say that they're doing. A little bit of time, not long. I would say Taurus is not entirely available right now too, but Taurus soon will be. Taurus is pushing their utmost to be available soon. To be available for a romantic connection soon. To be available for a confession soon. That's the energy of Taurus. Like I want to separate those cards. Okay. Now, well, if anybody has any personal questions, if you'd like to send over a donation, if you have a question, something you're curious about, I could pull for you. And if not, we can go on to the remaining element, which is fire. Taurus, if you're dealing with an Aries. Or did I say Taurus? Virgo. Virgo, if you're dealing with an Aries. Wait, Libra. I know, it's like so. Well, in my time, it's about 3 a.m. or so. At 3 a.m., roughly. Maybe it's 4 a.m. Libra. Libra, if you're dealing with an Aries. Knight of Wands. If you're dealing with an Aries, that Aries should really stop at nothing to create this connection, to build on this connection, to meet you, to commit to you. Feels like if you meet an Aries or you're dealing with an Aries, that Aries has been dreaming of you, Libra. Libra, if you're dealing with, or if you meet a Sagittarius. Sagittarius for Libra. Ooh. 5 of Cups. 3 of Wands. Almost feels like if you're dealing with a Sagittarius Libra, that Sagittarius has set in motion some things that can't be reversed. So now the only thing that's up to Sagittarius right now is to continue to move forward and try to do the best from here on out. And the final sign is Leo. Libra, if you meet a Leo, if you're dealing with a Leo, little kitty comes and says hi again. She says hi. Go yes. Okay. A Leo for Libra. Two of Pentacles. Page of Wands. If you're dealing with a Leo, Leo should be approaching. Leo also has this energy of you're someone who they've been waiting for, waiting to interact, waiting to see, waiting to deal with, being prepared, being able to deal with. It's the energy of Leo. So, Libra, this concludes the love readings for your collective for May. Leo, please do give me a thumbs up. And also, too, if you appreciate my time, consider sending a tip over my way, Leo. I could definitely use it, Leo. Especially with 4 cats, Leo. I go through litter really quickly. Certain things, Leo, I just have those expenses. They'd be going to a good cause. All right, until the next reading, everybody, I am wishing you the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.